would like to acknowledge Madam Agatha. We've spoken briefly just now before the start of the program. Also, that we've met many times. Members of the press, members of press and media, that we've, in fact, none of you here in this room are strangers to me and my team at the office of the DIPR. We've always been working together for the same reason as spelled out by from Vanda just now. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the president of the Shillong Press Club, Bademaya Siangshai, who has written a letter to me asking me to be the guest of honor at this particular point in time, the 3:30 program. Bamaya, my thanks and best wishes to you too. And I would like to, I won't take much time. I will take just a few lines. Actually, this letter I received from Demaya as president of the Shillong Press Club, asking me to be the guest of honor in today's function at this time. He actually these are the lines. The Shillong Press Club, to commemorate the importance of a free, responsible, and independent press in a democratic society. This is the letter that came, and these are the words I would like to actually, stress upon. 5 minutes. Free. Of course, we understand that it's free. We're all free. Everybody's free in a democracy, albeit with, certain things that we have to fulfill, things that we ought not to do, and it's not actually total freedom to the point that we take away the freedom of others. I am free, yes, but I cannot take my freedom for granted so that your freedom might be subsequently, curtailed. Everybody's free, so everybody's free in our society, and that goes for us as government servants, as public representatives, as members of the press and the public at large. We are all free, but we have to make sure and be conscious of the fact that we cannot impede or go into that space of the freedom of the other person who's standing next to me, who's sitting close to me, who's 500 kilometers away from me. I think you understand what I'm saying. And the next word is responsible. Yes, that's true. We're all responsible to all our professions, to what we are doing as members of the press. We have to, tell the world news, stories, certain stories that which we think that will excite the public out there as they read or as they go through snippets or reels or stories put it in the form of newspapers. We're like, okay, now this will give us a good traction as far as the public is concerned. Okay, but then the word responsible has come in. You have to be responsible enough to know that will this story, yes, we will sell this newspaper, it will circulate even at a better pace, at a better rate, if the story hits the headlines. But are we responsible enough to know that whoever is in this story, there might be 2, 3, 4, 5 parties. Are all these parties, been talked to? Have they been been brought on the board? Have they been, their side of the story too? But sometimes stories, with no offense, it's always, we all know that it's not one-sided. It's one-sided. Only a certain party, whether it's it's doing great or it's not doing great at all. But then there's another side, there's a flip side to that story. There's the other parties. They ought to be brought in. Then it'll be balanced. Hence the word responsible here. Thank you, Bamaya. And independent press. Yes, we are all independent. Press here is independent. Although we work together side by side with, as far as the journalist welfare schemes concerned, pension, medical reimbursement, etc. Perhaps we'll take another day, another forum to go in length to discuss about these issues. And I would like to say that our minister has taken upon the responsibility of having a number of meetings, in fact, with the members of the press to address these issues. These issues are dynamic. These issues they keep on, they change day by day. Members of the press, we have issues that which touches them when it comes to certain things that we ought to, how much from the government side, the department or the directorate should be, more helpful. And that the independence of the press, cannot be, touched in such a way that it becomes dependent. So that's independent. It should be independent, it should not be dependent. But most of the time, sometimes, perhaps as a department, perhaps as a directorate, we tend to be dependent also. But now the word here is independent, so we shall strive at that. And before I resume my seat, my best wishes for the remainder of the program, and that the true meaning of the World Press Freedom Day, from this day till the World Press Freedom Day 2027, there shall be a visible, tangible change that we can say as we celebrate the next edition of the World Press Freedom Day next year. I hope, by that time, as we have the panel discussions and all that, and I came to know that, of course, the panel discussion today was about a very important subject, and I hope that all concerned have taken note that certain things that we ought to do, certain things that we can't do as far as the law is concerned. And with that, I wish everyone a pleasant evening as we move along with the program, and that the program will be a success. Thank you.